All right, let's dive into some home stuff today, specifically home maintenance and upgrades. And not just anywhere, but Broward County, South Florida.
Sounds warm.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
That's actually a big part of what makes this deep dive so interesting. See, we're working from this guide put together by local real estate expert Antonio Ortega, and it's packed with insights that, honestly, every homeowner or future homeowner down here should know.
Oh, I bet. Like what kind of things?
We'll think hurricane preparedness, the secrets to energy efficiency down here, and even some tips for keeping that classic South Florida lawn looking amazing.
I mean, those lawns are legendary, but I bet they're a lot of work.
More than you might think. It's not just about aesthetics. It all ties into protecting your home. That's one of the things that surprised me.
Interesting. So why IS maintenance so crucial down in Broward County? Like what makes it different from keeping up a house in, I don't know, Maine or something?
Great question.
Well, you've got to think about the South Florida climate. You've got that intense sun, humidity that's off the charts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like walking into a sauna sometimes.
Exactly. And then, of course, you've got hurricane season to think about. All those things combined, they can really do a number on your house.
Makes sense. So it's almost like Broward County is saying, hey, you love the sunshine, the beaches. Great. But you better be ready to protect your investment.
Exactly. And it's not just about, avoiding those big expensive repairs. It's about your home value too. A well-maintained house, that's a strong selling point.
Totally. So it's like the old saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. But for your house.
I like that.
So let's talk prevention. What are some of those must-do maintenance tasks that are especially important in Broward County?
Well, for starters, your roof. You really want to get that inspected twice a year, at least. Once in the spring to catch any wear and tear from the quote-unquote mild winter.
Mild being relative, of course.
Right. And then again in the fall to make sure it's ready for hurricane season.
That makes total sense. I mean, you wouldn't want to be dealing with a leaky roof when those winds start whipping around.
Yeah, absolutely not. Even a small leak can turn into a major problem down here. You've got the humidity, potential for mold, not to mention structural damage. It's much better to catch it early.
Roof, check. What about air conditioning? Can't imagine surviving down here without it.
Tell me about it. And your AC system is working hard pretty much year-round. Changing the filters, keeping those coils clean, that's stuff you can do yourself. But at least once a year, it's a good idea to get a professional in there for a full inspection and tune-up.
It's like giving your AC a spa day so it can keep you cool and save you money on those energy bills.
That's a great way to put it. Okay, so we've got the roof, we've got the AC. What's next on the Broward County home maintenance hit list?
Windows and doors, it seems like those are always important.
They are, but down here they play a huge role in energy efficiency. You've got those tiny gaps and cracks, right? Well, in this heat and humidity, they can let in a lot of unwanted air, making your AC work even harder.
So bad seals equal higher energy bills and a constantly running AC. No, thank you.
Exactly. And if you're in a coastal area, impact-resistant windows are a must.
Right, for those hurricane force winds. Not just keeping the elements out, but actually surviving them.
You got it. Now let's move outside. Your lawn and landscaping actually play a role in protecting your home.
Wait, what? How does my nicely trimmed lawn protect my foundation? I thought it was just for looks.
It's both, actually. Think about it this way. If you have overgrown bushes, trees crowding your house, that traps moisture. And moisture is like an open invitation for insects and can even damage your siding.
Okay, starting to see the connection now.
Yeah, you want to keep things trimmed back so you've got good airflow and a drier foundation.
Right.
Plus, you're discouraging those Florida pests.
Good point. I've had my share of encounters with Florida bugs.
And pest control is a whole other topic. It's a must down here.
Oh, definitely. It sounds like a two-pronged approach. Prevention and then professional help when you need it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Sealing up those entry points, keeping things clean, that's key. But a good pest control company can make a big difference in keeping your home critter-free.
All right. This is all great information, but let's be real. Home maintenance can get expensive.
Yeah, it definitely can.
So does Antonio have any budget-friendly tips for us? Any secrets to keeping those costs down?
He does. He believes in empowering homeowners. And there are a lot of things you can actually do yourself. Cleaning the gutters, replacing air filters, even caulking those leaky windows and doors. Those little DIY tasks can really add up.
So we're rolling up our sleeves and channeling our inner handyman. I like it. What other money-saving tips does he have?
Seasonal checklists are a big one. He loves those. Breaking down your maintenance tasks by season helps you stay organized and makes those costs feel a little less overwhelming, spread out over the year.
It's like those meal prepping recipes, but for your house. I'm into it. What else? Any other tricks for keeping those maintenance costs in check?
Well, he's a big advocate for energy efficient upgrades. Yeah, they might seem like a bit of an investment up front, but in the long run, they really pay you back with those lower utility bills.
Okay, but what does that look like in practice? What kind of upgrades are we talking about?
Well, a simple one is LED lighting. They use way less energy than those old incandescent bulbs. And then there are smart thermostats. They're pretty cool. They actually learn your schedule and adjust the temperature accordingly.
Oh, wow. So you're not wasting energy when you're not even home.
Exactly.
It's like having a little robot managing your energy usage.
Pretty much. And here's the best part. All these upgrades, they can actually increase your home value. Buyers love seeing those energy-saving features.
So you're saving money, being energy conscious, and boosting your home value all at the same time. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay, we've covered the must-do maintenance, talked about how to do it without breaking the bank. But now let's talk about the fun stuff, the upgrades that make your house really feel like a home.
Right. Let's get to the fun stuff.
Antonio's guide mentioned some popular choices in Broward County, and I think we should start in the kitchen. Oh, the kitchen, the heart of the home. Yeah, kitchen upgrades are big down here. It's not just about, functionality. It's about creating a space that's beautiful and practical, especially with all those open floor plans that are so popular here.
That's true. It's not just a place to cook anymore. It's like a social hub, right, where everyone hangs out.
Exactly. And,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily need a full-blown renovation to make a big impact. Just updating the countertops, maybe swapping out those old cabinet doors, things like that. It can make a huge difference.
So it's about being strategic with your upgrades and getting the most bang for your buck.
Exactly. But if you do have the budget for a major overhaul, oh man, then things get really exciting. All the bells and whistles. Imagine a state-of-the-art kitchen. It's a dream.
Okay, now I'm hungry. Let's move on to bathrooms. Those are high on my priority list, too.
Yeah.
What's hot in Broward County bathrooms these days? Well, people are really going for that spa-like feel, replacing those old fixtures with sleek, modern ones. And lighting is huge. Good lighting can completely transform a bathroom.
Definitely. Speaking of transformations, are water-saving fixtures a big deal down here? With the cost of water in some parts of Broward County, it seems like a no-brainer.
Oh, for sure. Water-saving shower heads and toilets are practically standard now. You save money, and you're doing your part for the environment.
It's a win-win. Okay, we've done kitchens, bathrooms. What about the great outdoors? I'm guessing outdoor living spaces are pretty popular in South Florida.
You better believe it. With the beautiful weather we have practically year-round, who wouldn't want to extend their living space to the outdoors?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
People are getting really creative, too. Patios, decks, pergolas, outdoor kitchens, fire pits, you name it.
It's the epitome of the South Florida lifestyle, right? A beautiful evening, friends and family gathered around, maybe something delicious cooking on the grill.
Absolutely. And those outdoor upgrades, they can really add value to your home, too. Buyers love seeing that extra living space.
Okay, so we've talked about upgrades that are all about comfort and style, but what about the ones that focus on protecting our homes, especially in a hurricane-prone place like Broward County?
Yes. That's where things get serious. Hurricane shutters, impact windows, those are non-negotiables, especially if you're in a coastal area. That's your first line of defense against high winds and flying debris. And bonus, they can actually lower your insurance premiums.
Oh, wow. So it's a safety measure, A&D, a smart financial move.
Exactly.
What else is on Antonio's list for must-have upgrades when it comes to durability and protection?
Well, he's a big believer in energy efficiency. We touched on that earlier. But it's not just about saving money. It's about protecting your home, too. A well-insulated home, for example, isn't just about temperature control. It's about protecting your home from moisture damage and those extreme temperature swings that can really stress your building materials.
Right, right. We talked about LED lighting, smart thermostats, energy-efficient windows. What about insulation? Is that something homeowners should be thinking about?
Absolutely. Proper insulation can make a huge difference in your comfort level and your energy bills. It helps keep your home cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter, which means your AC and heating systems don't have to work as hard.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And it makes those systems last longer too, right?
Right. And let's not forget about waterproofing. In this climate, it's not just about the heavy rain, it's about that constant moisture in the air.
So waterproofing isn't just for basements and roofs.
Nope, not at all. You want to think about waterproofing your foundation, walls, even windows.
So it's a holistic approach to keeping moisture out from the ground up. Are there any specific areas we should be paying extra attention to?
Well, caulking around windows and doors, that's definitely important. And make sure those gutters are clean and flowing freely so water is directed away from the house.
It's all about those little details that can make a big difference. We've covered so much today, from the nitty-gritty of maintenance to those exciting upgrades. But before we wrap up, I want to circle back to Antonio Ortega and his expertise in the Broward County real estate market.
It's one thing to have all this information, right? But it's another thing to have someone who can really put it all into action, and that's what Antonio does.
He's not just a real estate agent, is he? He's more like a guide, a consultant, a trusted advisor.
That's a great way to put it. He really understands this market, from the best neighborhoods for families to those up-and-coming areas for investors.
And he's got a proven track record of helping his clients find exactly what they're looking for, whether they're buying, selling, or just exploring their options. He's the go-to guy for Broward County.
And did we mention that amazing offer he has for our listeners? 10% of his professional fee toward closing costs?
That's incredible. Closing costs can be a real pain. So that incentive is a game changer.
He's all about making homeownership more accessible and affordable. It's not just about closing deals for him. It's about building relationships and helping people find their perfect place in Broward County.
Okay, I'm sold. If anyone's even thinking about checking out the Broward County real estate market, Antonio Ortega is the person to call. Where can our listeners find him?
Easy. AntonioOrtegaLLC.com. It's a fantastic resource. Market trends, neighborhood guides, tips for buyers and sellers, and of course all the details about that incredible closing cost offer.
One-stop shop for Broward County real estate. I like it.
So as we wrap up this section of our deep dive, I want to leave you with this thought. What does your dream home in Broward County look like?
Close your eyes for a second. Picture it. The location, the style, the features. How does it make you feel?
And you know that vision, those things you absolutely have to have, they really tie back to what we've been talking about, making sure your home really reflects how you want to live.
It's so true. It's not just about finding a place to live. It's about finding a place that feels like you, especially down here in Broward County.
Right. Like if you're all about gardening, a big yard or even a greenhouse is going to be super important. But if you love to entertain, well, then you'll want that open floor plan in the kitchen that's ready for anything.
It's about designing a whole life, not just decorating rooms. And I think that's something Antonio really gets. He's not just selling houses. He's helping people create homes that match their dreams.
He's like that friend who always knows what you need, even before you do.
I love that. So let's wrap up this deep dive into Broward County homes with some key takeaways. What are the big things our listeners should remember?
Okay, let's do it.
First up, proactive maintenance is key. Don't wait till things break. Regular checks, those seasonal to-do lists, a little DIY, all those things can save you so much money and stress down the road.
And remember those Broward County curveballs, the humidity, the hurricanes, those interesting Florida bugs, choosing the right materials, getting ready for hurricane season, staying on top of pest control. Those things will make your life so much easier.
Okay, next up, smart upgrades. It's not just about making your place look amazing, it's about increasing its value and making it more fun to live in. Think about that dream kitchen, a spa-like bathroom, an outdoor space perfect for hanging out, and of course, all those energy-saving features. Good for the planet and your wallet.
And if it all feels a little overwhelming, remember, Antonio Ortega is there to help. He's got all that expertise, and he's passionate about Broward County.
Plus, don't forget that offer he has for our listeners, 10% of his fee towards closing costs. That's huge.
Definitely. He really wants to make home ownership more accessible for everyone.
So everyone listening, what are you waiting for? Head over to AntonioOrtegaLLC.com. Check out his listings, learn about the market. You might just find your dream home down here.
And with that, it's time to wrap up our deep dive. Hope you enjoyed it.
Absolutely. We hope you found it helpful, maybe even inspiring. Until next time, happy homeowning, everyone.